Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope your week is going well. Mine has just been kind of just blah. I did post a year-long coloring tag announcement on Sunday. If you want to go check that out, that is alphabet color followed by the letter that you're coloring. So each month I will do a letter starting with A, of course, this month. So it'll be alphabet color 2022 A, and then B, and so on. And I might even mix it up where I just, start and go through A, B, C, and D all year. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to do? But anyway, go check that out. And then there's a coloring chat which explains what the heck has been going on. I guess my Christmas present I wanted was 2 weeks of peace and quiet, which in no health issues, barring my own health issues, everybody else was fine until like last Friday, and it's like I got about 2 weeks and that was about all I got. So whatever, I got what I asked for. But anyway, just as a quick update, if you were curious, Mom is still in the hospital. I heard the other night, I heard from my dad last night that when she got admitted, there was a waiting list of about 20 people behind her for a hospital room. I started to say hotel room. Not quite, Michelle. Dad said they had to bring in extra chairs into the ER waiting room. He said about 20, 30 extra chairs, and he said every single one of them had a person in them when he left Friday night. So, not sure what it's like in your area, but just as always, I hope that everybody stays safe. Now is not the, I would say now is not the time to be climbing up on ladders and or playing around with knives or doing anything, like that might land you, might have even low risk of landing you in the ER. I would I would recommend against that right now. And we actually, I'm going to put a link in the description, but there is a site you can order like N95 and KN95 masks from where they properly vet them and everything. For me in Amazon, I get a little hesitant ordering masks off there because it's just a crapshoot. Sometimes I'm not 100% sure if the person selling them is legit, if they are officially the mask type of mask that they're rated as, have they actually been tested, and just making sure I'm not getting scam masks. Now is the time to be a little cautious. But it's called projectn95.org, and I'll put it in the description. And you have to pay shipping. It's a little pricier than it would be on Amazon, but I'm perfectly okay doing that. Because I know that these are the actual masks that I'm supposed to be getting. Plus, so we're upgrading to like N95 masks when we go out. And the good thing about those two is that they are reusable. So definitely go check them out if you're having difficulty finding good masks. And yeah, just I hope I'm crossing my fingers. This was the worst case scenario this was my nightmare scenario when I heard the ERs were filling up. I was like, please let none of us have to be in the ER, but it is what it is, and we've done all we can, and we'll continue to do to try to not make this a worse situation than it already is. She is feeling a bit better. They do believe it is a GI bleed, but her gastro doctor didn't even show up yesterday. They had her on no food all night and all day, and he never showed up. So finally they let her eat yesterday evening, which I'm sure does not do her blood pressure any favors. There is also a national blood shortage right now, so they had only given her a pint of blood, but so far her numbers are looking better. Her blood pressure was up and looking much better yesterday. And I have rants, but we're going to save that for the coloring check because this was a lot longer update than I meant for it to be. So this is why I put chapters in my videos. So if you guys don't want to hear this, you can just skip to the good stuff. But she's still in there. She's waiting to see if they want to do a colonoscopy to try to figure out where the culprit is causing the bleed. And because her doctor didn't even show up yesterday, who knows when she's going to get to come home. So not a good situation. I appreciate all the comments and kind thoughts and prayers that you guys have been sending our way. It's I'm grateful. I'm grateful that she has a hospital, that she was admitted to the hospital. I'm grateful she has a room. I'm grateful that she is getting some semblance of care, even though the hospital she's in is not the one is the worst one for us, and worst one we can all think of, in my opinion. But unfortunately, there's just no beds anywhere else. So, but like I said, it could be worse. So I'm trying and stay as positive as I can. This is also the week I have been going back to work, and it is a struggle. It is really difficult to be off for 2 weeks and get back into a work mindset. So yeah, this week I am going to post a video probably Wednesday or Thursday where I talk about my planning. The planning video I was supposed to do yesterday, I will post either tomorrow or Thursday. Actually, we'll do that at the end. I'll tell you guys what my video plans are for the rest of the week. So, now we got that all the way. This is a video where I talk about my 10 books to finish challenge for 2021, and because I'm lazy and I don't want to do 2 videos, we're going to go ahead and talk about the ones for 2022, because I know I originally said I wasn't going to do 10 books, but when I looked at how far I got along this year, it actually was it's not out of the realm of possibility like I thought it was last year. So, but I'll talk about that more in a minute. First, we're going to take a look at the 2021 10 books I had to finish. I will put the link to the original video for that in the description as well, or in a card. If you see it up there in the top right, you know it was a card. Alright, so out of the 10 books I had for the year, I actually finished 4, which I thought I only finished 1 the year before, but I finished 2. So that was double what I finished the year before, which is pretty darn good. They were all color by numbers. I finished Little Witches by Sun Life Drawing, and I did this in October. So I actually got this knocked out for Halloween. I'll just show you a few pictures in each one. I love this book. I think there's a stained glass version that's also really cute, but I like the freeform background on these. I wish they had done that with their more recent Mermaids one they published. I wish they had done that with that kind of colored loose background like that. I'm actually going to use that as inspiration for some other pictures where I kind of want a background, but I don't want to color in the entire page. So I really like that. So we got Little Witches done. The Space Coloring Book by Color Questopia, I finished July 17th. And this was a fun one. I did not do the extras in the back. If you're wondering why there's unfinished pages, this is just the book itself. Used a lot of bleed-proof white in this book. I added a bunch of stars myself to a lot of these pictures. But really fun book. This is one of my favorite pictures, I think, in there. Some of them I used different colors. Some of them I just went with the colors they gave me. This is using their very, very old color palette that they originally started with. So then I got the 2 stone mosaic books from Belba Family that I have completed. I did the first one June 18th. I finished that one. I'll just show a few. We got some corn. Got a lady in a nice floppy hat. Flowers, I think. These are really nice to do when we're watching something and I actually want to color, but I want something low-key. So, and then I finished volume 2 right at the wire at the end of the year, 12/28. I do have flip throughs for all of these. I have a completed books playlist, which I really need to clean up my playlists. They are a mess right now. But if you do want to see full flip series of these, just check out the completed books playlist. So, I don't have any of the other stone mosaics, so I've told myself every time I finish a book by a color by number artist, I can get another book in their series. So, or another book from them. So, I might be ordering one, just maybe one by Belva Family. I can't remember. I started that last year. I think I purchased another one by Color Questopia. I do owe myself one from Sun Life Drawing. So I think one Sun Life Drawing and probably one Belva Family this month. I don't know if I will get book 3 or 4, or if I will get a different book from Belva Family. I don't know. It would be nice to have just one of these on hand in case I'm in the mood for them. So, 4 books, all colored by number, but that's okay. That is actually, like I said, I doubled the ones I had last year that were, or the year before last, that were also colored by number. So what about the rest of my books, the other 6? Fairy Tales Color Counts by Mindware, I got really close. I actually was on track to finish this at the end of the year, and then in November I just got to where I didn't feel like coloring in it. I just got kind of tired of it. This has a combination of single page and double page spreads. Usually I will go through, finish the single pages first, and then go through and do the double page ones. So I got all the singles done. All the single pages. All the single pages. Y'all don't need to hear me sing today. Plus, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. It sounds so not like that song that I don't think I'm going to have to worry about it. So it's okay. If you say it or sing it so badly that YouTube's not going to recognize it for what it is, then that's an accomplishment. But I love the Mindware books. I just, whoops, fix that. I just got tired of it because I was like coloring a lot of pictures. I had a little bit of yellowing on the non. So they'll give you one with color by number in it, and then they'll give you one without. And I don't use those pages. So anyway, I have 3 double page spreads left. Snow White, Hansel and Gretel, yes, I said that right, and The Troll Under the Bridge, which I think is going to be my favorite one, so I might save that one for last. So this one will probably be definitely moving this to a book to finish this year. We are really darn close, and this will probably be the first book I do finish for this year. Baby Dragons by Jade Summer. This is a project book that I'm working on with Tammy Colors 2. We were trying to do one monthly, and like everybody, our lives got busy, work got busy, and that didn't quite happen. So not quite a finish for 2021, but I did get basically 14 and a half pictures. There's still a whip going on. So I'd started this as my own plan to finish, and then when I got to talking to her, we realized that there's a lot of overlap in the pages I still have to finish. I love this one. I used the Ohuhu pastel markers, and then used a little bit of like sparkly in the background, and I don't know, I'm not a pastel person, but it's something about the grays and the greens and the blues on the dragon. Like it's a very nice picture. That one turned out really nice. This to this day is, I did this in 2018 in May. So what, almost 4 years, it'll be 4 years ago in May. And to this day, this is still one of my favorite pictures. He's just so happy with his food. But this is one I play around a lot in. Like here, I try to play around with using markers and light sources, using some gold paint. Some of them are just straight marker color. But since we figured out we had some overlap, we've been working through, and to this day, this is still one of my favorite ones as well. This was marker and Crayola colored pencils, and I still to this day love that picture. So we've been making good progress, though not as much as I wanted. This is still a whip because I want to put pencil over it, and I have a couple others done that were kind of out of order. There's one we did last year. I like that one too, and then this one as well. There's just I like a lot of these. But anyway, we are at 14 out of 25. This will probably shift over to this year. Just as a heads up, you'll be seeing that again in a minute. This is Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays by Hannah Lynn. I did break apart this book and then stick it in a binder. This was part of a year-long color along with the Coloring Diva, Whimsy Girls 2022, and I was doing great up until about May, and then I this turned from just a book I was doing random stuff in to a book that I wanted to try some different stuff in, and I kept having to hold off on pictures because I wasn't ready to do them yet. And so then it just got off the rails, and I just pretty much stopped doing pictures from the graduation day on, except I did come back and do the Thanksgiving Day parade one at the very end of the year. Oh, and I did do the 4th of July one. But like, I've tried ink tints in here. This just became like a project book where I try different mediums and try some different creative things. Like, I love my little leprechaun where I just blacked out the background and then used dual metallic gel pens and stuff. Like, I love how she turned out. My 90s, 80s, 90s baby mama there with her lacquered panel walls. I like this one. I actually stuck to a regular color palette for it, but I do like how it turned out. And then this was the one I did in honor of Pride Month and the Pride flag, one of the modified Pride flags. And then and this was where, when I saw the Mother's Day one, I didn't want to do a typical Mother's Day. I wanted to do Zombie Mom, and I just didn't have it together enough in May to do it, so it kept putting off, and I just finally got back around to it, but by that point, I was already so far behind. I did do the 4th of July one with some paints, stickles, and then white gel pen on the background. And then this was the Thanksgiving parade one I did. So yeah, did really good till about middle of the year, and then just went completely off the rails. So, but again, I did a fair amount. I mean, really, truly, in the books that I had to complete, I did quite a bit, with the exceptional one. Floral Design Color by Number by Jessica Mazurkiewicz. This is a Creative Haven book. I have 30 of the 46 pictures done. I'm not going to show you all 46 of these, but I will flip through a few. These are just straight marker color. They're beautiful. I was really enjoying them. And then this and the book after it, it was about the time, no, it was a little after. I kept at it with these for a few more months after I lost interest in the Whimsy Girls. There's a little bit of yellowing because I used some different markers, which is a little bit of a bummer, but at this point. And I've got 2 in the back that I did when I first started the book. So, this is the next one up, and I am just going ahead and doing front to back. So, but no, I don't know, around September, August, September, when, you know, things kind of hit the fan and I didn't color there for a few months, I just stopped coloring. And this one and the one after it, I just lost interest in them. So, but we are not that far off on that one. And then Mystery Colors Jungle Animals, I am halfway through that one, 16 out of 31. This is, I have two other mystery color books I've bought since then, but I've told myself I want to finish this one before I start in those. I also want to get more of them. I really should probably just sign up for the subscription at this point, because it's very unusual for me to see one come out that I wouldn't color in some. So, might be something I consider doing. But these are really cool. You're going to use a lot of browns and greens if you color in this, so just, I mean, obviously be prepared. So, the last book, this one I didn't touch. I put it on my 10 books and then I never got to it. I don't know why. I like the book. I think the images are just a little too simple for me in some cases. But I still have quite a bit left to finish in this book, though this does have one of my favorite pictures ever in it, which is a little sassy Madam Cat there. I love that picture. So I don't, this one, it just, meh. I just don't have a lot of interest in it right at the moment. So this was all stuff I was completing back in 2020 and 2019. Like I said, I pretty much didn't touch this book at all last year. So that one's definitely falling off. Now we are going to talk about the books for 2022. Other than Costume Cats, the rest of the first 5 are going to be, is that right? 5? Yes, the first 5 are going to be ones you just saw. I made really good progress in these, and I do believe I can finish these this year. Baby Dragons is definitely on that list because Tammy and I are still actively working in this one. Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays. The cool thing about this one is I have a lot more time now, where I almost got halfway through the book and I have a little more time. I need to start up. Graduation Day will probably be a typical picture. I don't know. I have maybe an idea for that one. And Blushing Bride, I've had an idea for months and months, and I just need to do it. Not all of these, I guess, are going to be project pages, but I think quite a few of them will be. And a lot of these, like the Halloween and the ones towards the end of the year, I just have plenty of time for this book. So either this or Baby Dragons is probably going to be my first non-color by number book I finish, and I'm super excited about that. But I also realize that Whimsy Girls Around the World is out, and I do want to work in that one as well as some of Hannah Lynn's other books. So again, this gives me more time. Floral Design, again, I have a lot more time for this one. I can at least do maybe, have to do more than a page a month, but it's not as many as last year. And that's 46 is a pretty large book. So that would be my first Creative Haven book. Jungle Animals, I feel like I can do. And then Color Counts, if I can get back into these 3 books, these are definitely going to get knocked out this year. I just need to get back in the mood for them. But I feel like if I work pretty regularly in them, I don't think that'll be a problem. So we've got 5 that are kind of carryovers from last year. And I figure that's fair. 5 carryovers from last year, and then I've got 5 new ones to show you guys. First, I'm going to show you, and not all of them are color by number. Prepare yourself. But I'm going to show you the color by numbers first. Cute Cats by Sachin Sachdeva. I'm enjoying doing I've been doing about 1 a month in here, but I think I'm going to step that up because I really would like to get one of Sachin's books done. I I can't remember how many pages are in here, but I got a good start on this last year. This one's going to be mostly marker. Some months it's probably just going to be straight color like this. Some months I'll play around, I think, with crayon. That carpet was a disaster on that one. This one I just liked the straight color, and then this one I threw in some stickles and stuff. So I've only done 4 in here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 25 is my guess. So I've done 4 out of 25. Let me write that down. These are not super difficult pictures. I could probably easily knock out, 1 or 2 a month, roughly. So that one's on my list. Country Scenes, Color by Colors by Kira Shershneva. It is going to forever curl on me. I've tried to flatten it out, and it's just not going to happen. This is my favorite of her Color by Colors series. I just love the scenes. I love using the color by colors. The paper's really neat. It's something different. It's like more of a glossy type paper that works really well for markers. I have done one. I think there's still at least one cat picture left in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've done 4 in here. Yeah. Count that last picture. 4. And there's 20. So this is my favorite of her books, and probably the one, like I said, I will reach for more often. So it would be nice. These are artists that I don't have any completed books by, so I feel like it's neat to throw a few of them in. Next one is this one. I haven't colored a thing in this one. Nikki and Niagara, her Facebook group, this is the book they adopted as their book for the year. I haven't colored anything in it, and it's probably going to be my favorite. I haven't colored anything in it yet, so I can't say for sure. But will probably be my favorite of the miniatures books. So this is the one, well, not the one, but this is one that's definitely going to take quite a bit. I think they said start out with like roughly 4 a month or something like that. It's a little more, they have a buddy color each month, but you can really choose whatever pages you want to color. You can start back to front, front to back. This will be probably mostly marker, but I am going to be playing around with paints and pastels and some other stuff in here as well, I think, just to mix it up and keep my interest. The next one is The Wicked Plants Coloring Book. This is 40 botanical atrocities to color and keep. I got this out when I was talking about the alphabet tag, color tag the other day, and I realized I had started this and my plan was to do front to back. Yeah, I have, this is a pencil book, y'all, a pencil book. And I only got like 3 or 4 done in there, so I have quite a bit, but I wanted to include a pencil book, and this one's really cool. I like weird, I like weird books. This one's a little unique. I usually don't do the nameplate page till the end. So this shows you the plant. It tells you like the family, what it's native to, common name, and then it talks about why it's considered a wicked plant. It can be deadly, like this in this case, illegal. I think these are like psychotropic ones if you eat them. But I was using my black widows with them, and I was doing really well. And I just stopped doing them. I don't know why. Probably just because I stopped using my pencils. Not that I was using them a lot to begin with. But I would like to finish this. These are not super complicated pictures. I can go online and get the actual colors, which is what I was doing anyway, coloring these like legit to what they're supposed to look like, all these illustrations. So I figured this is a good one for pencil since it's not super overly complicated. What I say, 4 out of 40. Quite a few pictures though, so but those shouldn't take me long. Even if I do a little bit of shading and stuff, they shouldn't be too bad. And finally, another book I have not touched that to this day, every time I see it, I'm like, I want to color in it. And I don't feel ready because I have ideas, but I want to color in it. I picked this one because it is a smaller book. There's 32 pages in here. I haven't done any of them yet. And these are single-sided, so I can use marker, I can use pencil. Paint might be a little difficult just because these are smaller pictures, but I figured this would be possibly doable just because of the size of the book. It's not as large as the others. So, all right, well, like I said, for 2021, I doubled the amount of completed books. So if I doubled them again this year, that would be pretty impressive. But so if I got 8 out of the 10, that would be awesome. Like if I got 8 out of the 10 of these, I would consider that successful. But I think even if I added just a couple and either hit 5 or 6, I mean, I'm gonna consider it a success if I finish any book. But I am pretty proud of myself last year for actually getting within reasonable yelling distance of 10 books. Like, I didn't just finish 4 and then didn't touch the rest. I actually made some pretty good progress in all but one of them. So, and this gives me a little bit more of a challenge this year. So let's see how it goes. All right, so video plans for the week. I would like to do a video where I talk about my planner, how December went, how January looks for now. That is going to be a very up in the air flexibility type of planner video, which it should be anyway, because I should not lock myself into anything. That is one of the things I need to avoid doing. But with my mom being sick and possibly having to go, my dad's going to be able to work from home some while she's recovering, hopefully, once they discharge her. But if if they want me to come over as well some there for a while, I need to be prepared for that. But we're going to do a planner video and probably just some plans on what I'm coloring in January. And that's going to be very high level because y'all know my moods can change like that. So that will either be tomorrow or Thursday. Friday, I'm going to do a flip through of some of the recent books that I've gotten. I think from my coloring haul, maybe in December, and then in November, I'm just going to pick some of the recent books I have. I want to get through my collection, but I'm still not 100% sure on how I want to do this. So still got to think about it, but in the meantime, there are a number of those books that I don't see a lot of flip throughs on, so we're going to do flip throughs on them. And over the weekend, probably another coloring chat on Saturday or Sunday, just to kind of let y'all know what else is going on. And next Tuesday, possibly a tag. I've got to figure out what I want to do. I do have some demo requests. People have asked me to use the Jane Davenport pastels and the Inktense pan paints. So I do want to do some videos with those this month, but I'll talk about that more again in the planning video. Don't know when, but that's something I would like to do. So all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little bit longer video and I meant for it to be, but had a lot to cover. So I guess I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.